Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Gaming News with Dr. Mustache. That's right, that's me. And we actually have some really awesome news. Well, maybe not so awesome news. And that is YouTube losing its job? Is it? It seems like a lot of things are kind of going wrong with YouTube, or they're trying to fix a lot of things that are kind of wrong with the algorithm. What's going on? How things are being monetized? People are losing money. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's also a whole level of power of like people being able to flag videos, so take down content, do all this crazy stuff. And they have different levels. However, they're finally gonna get the competition that they deserve, and that is from Twitch. Because I didn't know this, but apparently they've been bought out by Amazon, and Amazon is backing them up full force and taking it to YouTube. How are they doing this? Well, by a lot of ways. First of all, is if you don't know, if you're an Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime member, then you can actually support someone on Twitch. You get to subscribe to them for free, and they get a portion of whatever you're paying for Prime sent to them. And it's no extra costs towards you, anything like that. It's just to help them out. Also, they're going to be implementing a whole new array of features. One that I'm actually kind of interested in, in doing myself. Of course, a lot of streaming games, but they're also adding other things such as creativity, and you're able to stream other things as well. But also, you're going to be able to upload content on there. That's incredible. You can upload different types of videos. Of course, they're going to have gaming and stuff like that. So, and here's the thing. If you're streaming something, like say you're streaming a video game, as I sometimes do on YouTube, playing it, all that will be saved on there as well. Okay, it'll be saved on your page, so for everyone else to see, as well as being able to download that and then create a later video, that you can upload for people if they don't want to, watch a 2-hour stream or something like that, which is really incredible. And I know for, I guess, YouTube, you can't really do that unless you get a YouTube downloader, which I sometimes, kind of do to get, my videos from there. It makes it a lot easier to just do that instead of streaming through, if I stream directly from my PS4, which is really great. Unless, I use Elgato capture card, which I haven't in a while because it's a whole thing you have to set up. But hey, it's a really great feature to have, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, this is a lot of competition coming toward, against YouTube, because YouTube has to, I feel like they need to step up their game. Yes, they have a huge source of videos, content out there, but it could be possible that a lot of people could migrate to Twitch, .tv. It is possible, and that's something that I'm thinking about as well. And of course, they have donations there as well, and YouTube kind of has that. I'm still trying to figure that out. Try doing that for my channel. I don't know. It's kind of where I read their laws. It's a whole thing, but yeah, Twitch is doing a lot, and they're really hitting it strong, especially with Amazon backing up. They have a huge streaming system as well, which I think kind of like streaming wise, live streams compared to YouTube. From what I've seen, it is better. They're producing their own content, and now with Twitch, they're going to be being able to do more. I can't wait to see what else they do. It could be possible that, hey, Amazon moves their content onto Twitch, where it's like, hey, you want to watch movies, all these other services? Now it's in one location, Twitch, where you can go from there to watch your gaming. And a lot of things, the main reason that they did this is because to them, Amazon is like, well, hold on. Yeah, people, send their videos to YouTube and all that from Twitch, but it's like, why are you sending it to the competition? Like, no, you should have it yourself. And I think that's an incredible thing to happen, because you want this to happen. You want there to be competition between two different companies, because that means that they're going to try to better themselves and do more for the creators, and I really love that. Okay, so you definitely, I'm definitely going to try to stream it on Twitch, see how it is. Really, looking forward to it, and you can definitely expect that when Mafia 3 comes out, baby. Because I already got that, ordered it, everything. All right, which actually leads me to actually what the other thing that I'm going to talk about, and that is Mafia 3. Because recently there was an interview released with Charles Webb, and in this interview, he's actually the one of the, I believe, the head writers for Mafia 3, and there was a lot going on with this because yes, he was born and raised in Florida and all that, and there's a lot more content. Like seriously, I'm not gonna go in depth into the interview because it's super long. He did an interview with like I said, Vice, and it was really good. Honestly, they go into depth of like I guess racial tensions and things that are going on within the game because I mean it takes place in 1968. So with that, there was a lot of racial tension, and you're actually going to hear that within that world, which is I think is going to put shine a lot of light into like something that people aren't really certain about. Maybe there's kids that are kind of like oh whatever, you know. It's like they don't really understand it until they actually hear it, because there's definitely going to be a lot of use of the N word, or to the extent of where it's like, this is how it was used. This is what's going on. They didn't use too much. They kind of dialed it back a little from what I've read. But yes, there's going to be a lot of things, that you feel like, oh, it's kind of a touchy subject. It's like that's how it was back then. There's a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of racism going on today, but back then it was much worse. People getting lynched. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it still happens to this day, which is really sad. But I mean, they're not backing away. They're not shining away from this content, from what's actually in this type of world. Because I believe that if they did that, if they honestly dialed it back way too much, then you wouldn't really be immersed in that world. And I think being able to be immersed is that you need to know exactly what's going on here. And I think it's gonna make a lot of people feel uncomfortable, especially hearing that and the kind of racial slurs and just let's have a content that's going on. But this is a mature game, so if you are, an adult and you get this game, be aware of that. Also, if you're thinking about getting this for your kid, for your little boy or little girl, whatever, your little gamer, just be aware of what this is, what kind of content this has. If you're not sure, what this game is, go ahead and look it up. If someone is like, hey, I'm gonna get this game for my kid, or it's like, dude, do you know what's in this game? Because the last thing we want is for people to be like, oh, hey, I'm outraged at this game. It's like, well, fucking look. Okay, there's a ton of information, available to you. Now, I think a lot of people, I think quite a few people are going to get offended by this game. Just because of who they are, honestly. Whether it's like, oh man, this is too insensitive. It's like, well, yeah, you gotta know the truth. You gotta know what exactly is going on. And sure, this may be kind of like fictional New Orleans and have some fictional characters there. A lot of it's based on true kind of, I guess I don't want to say events, but true things that actually happened during that period of racial profiling cops and a bunch of different things, especially being in New Orleans and everything. But I digress. If you really are interested, I suggest looking at the content. I'll have it a link posted down below so you guys can take a look and read it for yourselves. It really is a good read. Okay, you will not be disappointed. And I mean, wow, they really go into depth of of why they made the decisions that they did. And I think it's going to be just an amazing game. Also, on the lighter side, there will be, I guess, 3 stations that you can choose from within the game. That's kind of all I heard about it. This will be very interesting to see what stations there are. But, the crappy part is, if I'm streaming it or anything like that, if I do it on YouTube or, even on Twitch, I'm probably going to have to shut down the music because, well, copyright claims and all that. And you know how things have been going. I don't want anything, to get demonetized. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Okay? Also, do not forget to follow me at my Instagram at Ravenouslobo, at my Twitter Ravenouslobo Pro, as well as my Facebook Ravenouslobo Productions. And visit my website if you'd like. Go ahead and take a look at it. Let me know what you think. RavenousloboProductions.com. All that stuff is down below. Yeah, it's a lot. And soon, I'll be adding a Twitch. I already have it, Ravenouslobo Productions. So, go ahead, check all this stuff out. I really appreciate it. Help support this channel. And I will definitely keep trying to make better content and bigger stuff. And trust me, I got some cool, interesting stuff where you kind of saw the last podcast I did for Gaming with Dr. Mustache. There's definitely going to be another one. And I'm also going to be working on a few shorts, short scary movie, as well as, Lincoln versus Watch Dogs guy, I don't know his name. I honestly don't. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Well, what do you mean I can't take off my sweater? I'm hot!